The parallel with John the Baptist, if John was an Elijah and there's another one that's coming as an Elijah, then we've got to go back and remember what I said last week and dismiss the other parts of it.
Dismiss part of it? Does that mean we are to disregard something you had said earlier? Are you finally coming right out and saying that some of the stuff I said in the past was just bullshit and now you need to ignore it?
He was a messenger. That's what it says. I've been a messenger.
A messenger of confusion, a messenger of abuse, a messenger of almost a sort of hatred, and that you teach your followers almost to hate themselves, to put themselves below you and your message and your calling.
He was a prophet and more than a prophet. I've been more than a prophet.
That's clever. You're not really calling yourself a prophet here, but you are.
He was a Levite, so am I.
I doubt you have very few DNA markers that would indicate Semitic origin.
God raised him. Well, nobody thinks I came to this office by myself.
Nobody thinks you came to this office by yourself. Nobody. Perhaps nobody in that room is what you might intend, but there are thousands who think you came to this office on your own. And then there are billions who don't know you, don't care, and so they don't have an opinion either way.
He prepared a people. A people have been prepared here.
Ooh, use that nice passive voice there. A people have been prepared here. You're not claiming to have prepared the people, but that's how your congregation is going to fill in that blank. And that's what you intend.
He just came out of Nowheresville, the wilderness. Just poof, when God gave him an utterance in Luke 3 and verse 2. I'm sort of a guy in the wilderness.
The wilderness of your own imagination. The wilderness of your own pathetic prophetic ramblings. The wilderness of an empty mind that has been filled and overfilled with egoism.
I've made the Bible's greatest prophecies plain. A voice cries out.
The only thing you have made plain is that you don't know what you're talking about.
He came before Jesus Christ, and he did no miracles.
Oh, listen to that. You've set up this sort of parallel structure. He did X, I do X. He does Y, I do Y. But when it comes to he comes before Christ, you don't say that of yourself. You leave that one off and immediately go to miracles. I wonder why that is.
Now that's a fairly low profile.
Considering how the vast majority of the 7 billion people on the planet don't know and don't care who you are, your profile probably couldn't be much lower.
He went 6 months. I've gone 50 times that long just in RCG, almost 50 times.
I wouldn't brag about that too much. I mean, here you've been saying since the 60s that Jesus' return is just around the corner, just around the corner. We don't have long now, and yet we've had over 50 years from the late 60s. So I don't know that having waited longer is something to brag about.
Reached vastly more people. Curious thing is, I cast out many demons in my life. I've healed people. I didn't heal them, but I mean, I anointed them, and they were healed instantly. I've seen all kinds of things.
Whoa, Dave! You said the quiet part out loud there. Man, that was some stammering. We gotta hear that again.
I've healed people. I didn't heal them, but I mean, I anointed them, and they.
It's funny how those things slip out, isn't it?
But it's funny, once I came to this assignment, I never have done any of that anymore. I mean, people would come to me and say, Mr. Pack, we've heard that if you anoint people and they can't have babies, they'll have babies. I said, I'm warning you. I had fun with them. I said, I'm warning you, if I anoint you, it might not be just one you have. You may get several, because we might not be able to shut it off I laugh with them. And we don't care, we don't care. And I would anoint them, and bang, they'd get pregnant. I mean, they'd come back soon.
We might not be able to shut it off. What are we envisioning? Trying to cap an oil well or something? That there's just this blessing, there's this miraculous power flowing out of you, and everywhere you look, women are getting pregnant left and right. What are you talking about? It's clear you are talking about your own sense of miraculous power. You're attributing this to yourself.
But I don't do any miracles. Not for years I haven't.
And I quote, I don't do any miracles. I don't do many miracles. And notice, you don't go back and correct yourself on this one, as you did earlier with healing people. Here, you are claiming to do miracles.
But I don't do any miracles. Not for years. But I don't do any miracles. Not for years. But I don't do any miracles. Not for years. But I don't do any miracles. Not for years. But I don't do any miracles. Not for years. Not for years I haven't. But I don't do any miracles. Any miracle. Any miracle. Any miracle. Any miracles. Not for years I haven't.